So this just dropped today. Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 2, the teaser trailer. Now, we're going to take a look at see what we think. Just going off by Season 1, I don't have high hopes for this. I mean, maybe they've done a 180 and doing better. I mean, that's what they did with Picard Season 3. They did a 180 and did a lot better. But I don't have much faith in Amazon and this show. After what we saw last season, I'm sorry. Your quality was pretty bad. You made Gladriel into a feminist icon of some sort, and it just wasn't good at all. So we're going to take a look here. I'm going to reserve my judgment until we see it, but I will be honest, I am coming in at a pretty negative bias already. So we'll see. It has a lot of work to do when we're over, but hey, it still can. So let's get on into it. So we got Mount Doom here. That's what it looks like.
An evil, ancient and powerful, has returned.
Now is that Mongolia?
Prepare yourselves.
Where's Elrond
Worms way inside your mind. The crest of him slith us in.
I think he has been here. I think he's been here among us all along.
Oh, you don't say. We found out that Sauron... No, we did as a viewer. We found out that Sauron was there among them and saved her in the middle of the ocean last season. But now they are just realizing that Sauron is here. So, great. Yeah, I guess this is now the elf for Sauron. So I guess he's no longer the human. So... Let's take a look at this. So this, I think, is a nameless thing. I don't really remember any words in the books of sea monsters or sea creatures. So, and just by looking at it, it looks like a creature that would be a nameless thing. If you don't know what a nameless thing is, a nameless creature is a primordial creature that's existed in Middle Earth before a lot of things existed. It was from the first disruption of Morgoth. When Morgoth first disrupted the Song of Creation, it's theorized that the nameless things were created from that initial disruption he caused. Because if you go back to the lore of the Song of Creation, Eru Ilúvatar brought in all of the songs. He brought them all within the Song of Creation, even the discord that Morgoth created at the very beginning. So that's where I think the creation of the nameless things came from. And I think this would be one of them. I could be wrong. You guys let me know down in the comment section if you know what this is, because I'll be very interested to see what it's supposed to be.
Every soul in Middle Earth is in peril.
Oh, Mr. Orc. So. You know, it's not bad. I will give it that. It's not a bad looking orc. They did it better than the Hobbit. It looks like an actual real orc that actually got real prosthetics going on here. So it's not bad, but it doesn't look as gross as the Lord of the Rings orcs were. I have no idea what that is, but I don't know. It could be a little more messy looking. It is looking a knife, so I guess that's missing, but you know, give or take. I'll let it pass. So the 3 rings, I forget their names, but this is the one that we see Gandalf wearing most of the time throughout the Lord of the Rings films. So they have now been forged, so cool. The Dwarven ring. Yeah, I don't know which one that is. My apologies here. I don't know my ring lore well enough. Fade, we have him back. Dude coming in on an eagle. As far as I know, the only person that's ever been able to ride an eagle has been Gandalf. You guys let me know down in the lore below. But as far as I know, the eagles are a majestic creature that are the sole servants of Manwë, the higher Valar. So I don't know if anyone else besides Gandalf has been able to ride one without express permission from Manwë. I could be wrong about that. You guys let me know, but I'm curious what's going on. Let's look at these guys. So these are the half orcs, I'm presuming. This guy looks elfish orc. So are we going to get more of a definitive origin story for the orcs? If you go back to the Lord of the Rings orcs, the orcs were born from the ground. They were made by pulling them out. That's one theory. The other theory is that they are burnt elves captured by Morgoth back in it wasn't even the first stage. It was the Light of the Two Towers was when Morgoth first mutated the elves into orcs. At least that's a theory. And then the other one is that it was the elves and a combination of man that created the orcs by Morgoth. So I'm curious to see if we're going to get an actual more definitive answer of what orcs are, or if this is just the unholy combination of an orc and an elfling. I'm curious to see what we got there. Let's take a look. Is this any better than the last time from what we saw here? This looks somewhat better, but I see a lot of CGI here. Pretty much the only thing that's probably even really real here is this guy, maybe, and even that's debatable. It looks somewhat cool, I guess, but I don't know. Have the formations a little bit more straightened out. Like, you're trying to give us a reminiscence of the Rohirrim's final charge at the Pelennor Fields. I guess I gained some sense of that, but it's a little bit too disorganized for my liking. If you have them form a little bit more, have them look a little more organized, maybe a little bit different lighting, it'll look a little bit more incredible than it looks pretty dreary and a little drower, in my opinion. But I'm going to presume these guys are probably coming out of an ambush to attack a group of orcs, because we see some mist, some clouds from there. So I could definitely see them just quietly making their way through the forest to ambush their prey. That's just my presumption here. And I don't think Sauron has that kind of power to create that. If it was Morgoth, then I could believe it to change the surroundings. But as far as I know, Sauron as a lieutenant, he doesn't have this sheer amount of power. I don't think he ever has. Maybe when he first came into the service of Morgoth, he did. But as far as my understanding is, Sauron's power lay more in shape-shifting and corrosive words and seduction of power. Not too much in the actual landscape of change for the sheer amount of power that you have to put in to change it. Is just my understanding. Now, obviously, this is the Rings of Power. They change a lot from what's in the lore and what people are supposed to do. But I'm just saying, which is why I'm thinking that maybe this is maybe Morgoth that's back. But who knows? We'll have to keep going. So, yeah. I don't know. I give this maybe a C to D. I wasn't really all that thrilled about it. Of course, I'm not the biggest person that's going to be really looking forward to but still, mixed feelings on it. I don't think this is going to be anything necessarily all that great, but you know, I could be wrong. I look forward to be wrong. You guys let me know if I am, but I don't know. I'm way more looking forward to the War of Rohirrim and Peter Jackson's Gollum Hunt movies that are coming out. I have far more faith in those than I do in this, but still, it's something new for the Lord of the Rings that I'm looking forward to coming out somewhat. So at the very least, we can have a good laugh and roast it. So, but you guys let me know what your thoughts are about it. Leave a comment down below. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.